Hello, welcome to Crack Fu. Finally introducing future Al.
Hello.
Why are you using the voice? You haven't got the beard on.
No, voice is more like, hello, my name's Al Wycherley.
Bit of a spoiler, she's not actually future me. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever brought you to my training place, isn't it? And just to prove how beautiful it is, she's just been taking a lot of photographs. Today, what did you want to do?
I wanted to have a look at different uses of Tai Chi, other than just using them in competition or for purposes of violence. Using it maybe to relax and reduce anxiety.
So the perfect thing for that is the Tai Chi form. Not only is it exercise, it's meditation in motion, really. So I thought I'd show you the beginning style of the form, which
I'm going to move over here.
okay, right. So beginning style. So you would rest. Beginning style. So there's in the style of Tai Chi that I do, there's no particular breathing pattern. Like, you're not forced to breathe in a certain way. You're supposed to breathe naturally. But if we kind of think, whenever you're expanding, you kind of want to breathe in. So like, breathing out, in, but you could just as simply but just especially in terms of martial, you always want to kind of be breathing out when you're striking, if at all possible. Now, in terms of learning this, in my style, in the practical Wudang Tai Chi chant, we always also have what is called short form square, which means you can do that same movement but break it down into learnable chunks. So you would go 1, 2, 3, 1 to drop the weight, 2 to empty this foot to step forwards, 3, 1, 2, 3. So is that how you would like to be taught?
I think so.
Yeah. So if you come and stand next to me, so stand the same way.
Okay.
So we are going to, so just from a step out.
So where would my feet be?
So your feet are going to point, it's shoulder width apart.
Yeah.
And your feet are going to point forwards.
Okay, so we're doing good.
I've
so
always
far.
been kind of like a duck. I always get told that.
Okay.
But yeah, so you step out, shoulder width apart, hands relax. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We are going to sink just a little bit, not so it's uncomfortable, just enough so that you can shift your weight and move without stumbling. Because this is something else Tai Chi is great at, is improving people's balance, especially as we get older. We want to be able to move without stumbling. A lot of accidents for older people come from not having very good balance, really. So if we can improve that, that's brilliant. So start from the beginning again. So step out, relax, beginning style. 1, 2, 3, 1. So we're going to shift over to the right, 2. So you should be able to do this with your leg without having to do this kind of thing. You know, like
Okay.
you should, when you've come over on this leg, you should be able to just or bring it out forwards or back without having to shift your weight.
Okay.
So again, start from the beginning. So step out, relax, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then step forwards, 3.
Oh, I didn't do the toe up.
All right, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's 2. Right, that was 3, wasn't it? Yeah. I've lost count now.
So sorry. So because ballet
Yeah, it's
is
fine.
that, isn't it?
All right. Right, so step out, relax. 1. So try and do it controlled, not like
Sorry.
so.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, it's 3. 3. So kind of, well, yeah, you're actually doing it naturally. That will be all ballet coming out there. 1, 2, turn that foot, bend the knee slightly. And 3, you're going to sink and push forwards. And that's the end of that.
So is this
movement.
position right?
So you should have that heel on the floor.
Okay.
Because again, if you're going to, push something, you would.
Got you. Okay.
It's and it's the same thing. So we do that once more. I mean, that was really well done. This is the God's honest truth. This is the first time I've ever shown you this. First time I've ever done it. We said we were going to go to the river and I was going to show something. And so the first thing I thought was beginning style of the form. What better way to start off? Yeah, so
it's a lot of things to remember, not unlike when you're doing ballet, and so I'm assuming it will eventually come very naturally, but also that's really good for calming the mind. It makes you focus in, doesn't it? So that's probably helping with anxiety reduction.
I mean, to be fair, that's not something I've thought about, but yeah, it's very, very true, very right. So yeah, right, so we stepped out, relax. 1. So again, try to, I may be rushing it myself a bit so you're not getting it, but when we relax, try to feel the arms come up, because what you don't want to do is this and then bring your shoulders up with it.
Yeah, I'm really aware of my shoulders ever since last weekend, because everyone was like, your shoulders are always up, your shoulders are always up. Okay, so
That was
I'm trying.
Chumfest.
Yeah.
Smack him. Really.
I feel like that's. Whoa!
Yeah, so you just
Rip
move,
his heart out!
just move around.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm getting the count a bit wrong, but it's working where we are. And as a lot of Dan's students that got close to him have said, he really wasn't a fan of this square form. It was kind of made by a guy who was teaching a lot of people. So he would have been on a podium, lots of people around. And so rather than being able to show the nitty gritty round form, he felt it was easier to do this square.
Counting. Actually, it's
pattern.
quite nice. It's quite soothing.
Yeah, so, but if we now try, if you just try to follow me.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you the form, and I'm going to come.
It would be
this way.
nice to sort of maybe
Yeah,
try it like
so,
that. Yeah.
But if you just watch for now.
Mhm.
So to do it round, where we've got it square, where it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the proper count. But now when we do that round,
Mhm.
it's basically all the same movement. Obviously looks a lot nicer, but it's obviously a lot more
Far more graceful.
complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can try and mirror this for you if you want.
Be like the mirror.
If I do this and you mirror me.
My thing is this this foot going like that is so not natural when you've done ballet.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
so it is going to be like you're looking
In a minute.
in a mirror only. My future Al, for some reason, has developed very, very differently to
Anatomy.
Yeah.
Compression. It's compression. I've told you about time travel, Al.
Right, so relax. Sinking. So arms down. Relax. Shoulders. Yeah. Shoulders like
Yeah.
this.
Sorry.
So forwards. Down. Up. And so this is very important, and I'll show you why in a minute. So your weight should be back.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You should be sunk, so bend
Yeah.
those knees. And now this is where we push, and it's forwards. It's not this.
Sorry. Okay. Just
So you
forward.
sink in and go forwards. So this is where, even when we're doing this for health, something that is very important is that we learn the application to the technique, because it helps us with doing the form properly. So with this sinking move, when I sink here, this is good, you know, this is me getting a workout. What you don't want is sort of airy-fairy movements, you know, like, and I see this a lot with like old people in the park, Tai Chi, is that they'll do certain moves, but they're not getting, even with the body, you know, you want to be, all this is going to exercise your muscles. It's going to, you know, stretch out your ligaments. It's going to keep you supple for longer. This is why a lot of older people in China can, you know, touch their toes, and a lot of people in the West in their 20s can't do the same thing. So yeah, so this movement has a lot of different applications. The one that most people will know is if you like go to grab my neck. I don't really particularly like this because I don't think anyone ever actually does this as a...
Can I take a few guesses? So you come to grab me by the neck,
Yeah.
I harness chi, I rip your heart out.
Funnily enough, no, that's not.
Okay,
that's
next
not how
one,
it
go on
goes.
then.
So,
Right, so
right, so you no, you're gonna like
Oh,
go to grab my
I thought
throat.
I got a few
right.
guesses.
So, oh right, you want me? Okay, this is Future Al's guesses of. Right, so I'm gonna grab your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what you're gonna do?
Okay, so you're going to grab my throat and then rip your throat out and throw it in the river and go, Roadhouse.
I was about to say this isn't Roadhouse. Okay, right. Any other guesses, or you're out of ideas there?
Do I do this? You come forward and then
Right.
I use the amazing power of harnessing chi, aka Misna. A bit more.
Oh,
Go.
okay.
Bit more, near those thistles. That's it, yeah. Oh, I like that. See how much chi I'm using? Okay,
Right.
were any of those?
No.
Okay, okay.
So,
Okay, it was fun anyway. What was the real reason?
right. So if you attack me to grab my throat, so pretty much. Right. So if I bend down.
Just get down a bit. Right, okay, so I go
So,
to grab your throat.
and I'm going to bring this up, bring down.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to. Now, I mean, this kind of movement is that kind of thing. My sort of interpretation more of it is that if we were like tussling,
All right.
yeah,
Gonna get you.
yeah, I could either bring this, well, not even for the throat so much, just like we're clinching and trying to push each other. So I'd either be like trying to bring that up to unbalance, or there's the second part, which is the unbalancing that way. But if you want to choose to do it like that, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with it.
Both
My
of those
favourite
look like
part.
some sort of adult movie beginning, really, didn't they? Come here. Very different film.
Right, so if you just stand with one leg forward like you would in
Yep.
this. So for me, like my favourite part of this is again, if we were like tussling, grappling, I'm going to slide my leg through,
Yeah.
and I'm going to bend you like that.
Yeah.
Another start to a good movie. And then this is obviously to push,
Ah.
and your balance is broken. Now this movement, if you stand again with your leg forward,
Yep.
if I do this and I start doing, that's not really going to do anything. To get this to work, I need to sink to
Okay, yeah.
bring that knee down. So that knee is now, and then because I'm sunk, again, if I come up again, it's not really going to do anything. I need to stay sunk, and I need to shift that weight forwards.
Yeah.
And you can feel it on your,
Yeah.
and that's without the pushing. This, I see this as if you're trying to break down someone's hands and then pushing forwards, but
Okay.
but in reality, you know, it's just, you just gotta kind of shove.
Okay,
the
I've got
person.
3 guesses. You've done like at least 5 or 6 different attacks to throw me into the river and break my leg.
I mean, it's the last time you give me that funny, dodgy look because you got stung by a nettle on the way here.
Yeah, what sort?
So now we've got that in mind,
Mhm.
and let's see if we can do this side by side now.
Okay.
So relax. So relax those arms. So you want a bit rounded to the hands.
Okay.
You're coming around, step in, so arms going forwards. So again, you want your weight back, sink in, and then you want to be here, so back,
Oh yeah, sorry.
and then we're going to bring that weight forwards.
Okay.
So, and again, one more time. So relax. And one more time, if you just take a step that way so I don't hit you with my arms when we do it. So really try and get this sort of motion of like really try and slow it right down so you're getting the whole feeling of what's going on. So just watch me for this and then. So we're sinking. The arms are coming. So as you finish your sink, that's when everything is linked. Then as we get here, this is as the weight now comes. So there should be no kind of disjointed movement. It should all work as one. So I'm sinking. I've come to the end of my sink now. I'm going to come off to the side. My arms are coming out. I'm not doing this.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I'm emptying that foot. So now, right, so again, I'm not stepping forwards because I've got my weight on this leg. I can shift that weight anywhere I want to. So as my foot's come forwards, my arms are coming together. My arms are coming with it. So forwards. Now I'm sinking again. And again, it's all together. And if I do that without looking and explaining what I'm doing, it's because the head should feel like it's suspended. So, do you think you can do that on your own?
Give it a go. Do you know the one? I think the thing I keep noticing is the sort of like weird flamenco arms I keep doing. I've got to try.
Yeah.
And
So it's
engage,
so it's relaxing the shoulders because you can't do that. If your shoulders are relaxed, your arms are going to relax more.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So.
Okay. So you're already too far down with your arms.
I'm so sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Panicking.
Don't panic. It's
Okay.
supposed to be fun, babe.
Ballet was a bit of a
We don't need to bring your trauma with you. It's supposed to be relaxing and meditative, not anxiety
I only ate a
inducing.
grape last week, honestly. I am thin. Right. So yeah. Okay. I turned a bit too much there, didn't I?
You started to go forwards a
Yeah,
bit to back.
sorry.
That was well done.
I'm sorry.
Feels weird kissing yourself.
I'm sorry.
Right, well done. So, as you may have noticed from how dark it's gotten, so we came over here about 7 o'clock. And
Not the best student, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys.
that's not true. So future Al has put a lot of pressure on herself because she used to be as good as me, but it's now
Well, in the future, I just don't do much.
no, basically, I mean, I think learning experience for me, what I should have done with future Al is gone through the movement a lot, mirrored it with her a lot, and then got to try and do it on camera. You were doing it really well to start with, and then you've put so much pressure on yourself. The thing is, like with this move, like with any movement in Tai Chi, you could spend a lifetime of doing it and you would still not get it right. Like I'm realising all my faults. I've never really focused on form that much, and I feel like the older I get, the more I will focus on
That's
the
not
form.
too bad.
And it's that perfection part of it starts to come out. And what's brilliant is now we have cameras, you can see what you look like. Whereas,
Thousands of people will see how rubbish I am.
well, no, but as a teaching tool for yourself, like if you're doing Tai Chi, you should definitely be filming yourself regularly, because like back when I was doing this, you know, like I mean camcorders you might have, and even then, you know, if you kept recording over and over again, your tape gets.
It
And not a lot,
deteriorates,
yeah,
doesn't it?
and not a lot of people had access to camcorders in the first place. Now we all have video cameras. Some of us have lots of cameras, and you know, you can film yourself at every different angle. You can see, like, because I remember back, you know, back when I was learning the form to start with, I'd be thinking, but that's how I look. But I'm looking at the teacher, and I'm like, but that's how I'm doing it. And it's not until you really see yourself doing it on video you realise, oh my god, I am that terrible. Oh, I see why. He used to correct that. Yes,
Yeah.
my shoulders are hunched. Like for
I
me,
have
I'm
a really bad thing with my shoulders. That's where all the...
well, I'm suddenly realising, like, I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing the right thing, even with the hands.
Great. Just spent 4 hours doing that. It's wrong.
But yeah, it's a you know, it's, even though this should be quite a simple starting technique, you could spend a lifetime just doing this and nothing else in the form and still not be perfect. Yeah, I remember my first Sifu, who was getting a bit jealous that I was going down to London and practicing with Godfrey. I remember once he said, like almost as an insult, oh well, I can tell you've been going down and learning with Godfrey, because I was doing I think it might be in single whip, and I've never been so happy in all my life, you know. Oh, he's basically saying I look like Godfrey. It's like, yeah, it was a bizarre moment. I think you do need like, I don't think online teaching is good enough to learn the form. It can be a good addition. Just like with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you can watch the best doing it, but if you're not going to a class and being corrected by somebody that knows what they're doing, you don't know if you're doing it right or not. So don't do these online courses if you haven't got a teacher close by. Find a teacher, get practicing Tai Chi, get an actual teacher and not somebody that does Tai Chi and doesn't teach people.
Well, what I want to say though is that from my perspective, was it an enjoyable experience? Yes, I did enjoy spending time with Al. I do enjoy trying to do these things. I think I will actually find it relaxing looking back at the video and trying to copy what he does until I get it right. So maybe come back in a few days and see if I've improved. God help me. But I think that I could see the benefits from, if you're doing that form, the things in your head and just getting it all round and lovely, eventually will be an anxiety buster. But I suppose you're right, putting pressure on myself to be like an A-star student so that I can have it on film today, probably a little bit too much pressure.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, even though I'm like, well, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not doing that, like, if you focus too much on every aspect that someone's not doing right, they won't progress on to doing more and more moves. So I feel like, you know, like, okay, the shoulders are hunched. Like, mind them to relax, but try not to focus too much. Okay, you're not. But some of these are really, like, the most important thing is that the movements finish at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the real important thing, is that, and you know, even me, I'm saying about stepping forward. Something I've realised I'm doing is I'm stepping slightly in rather than.
I don't think I do it as dramatically as you do. I don't turn my foot in. Okay, so we're going out.
Well, so you're doing this again.
Right.
You should. So you've got to
step,
sink.
Sink.
You got to come over. You got to come over, because if you sink here, you shouldn't be
Okay,
able to
so
step.
Go like
So you got to
that.
then bring the weight off
Go.
that leg so it's empty. And this is the real test with this. Is that, you know, when you sink on here, you should, without having to adjust and go over, you should be able to just take your weight off that
Okay.
leg.
The sink.
And then you step forwards.
Yep. Sink.
You turn. Again, it should be empty. Sink. And this is when the weight comes forwards. You shouldn't be kind of rocking onto this leg. It should be turn, sink. Now push.
Sink.
No, so you've got to turn, then sink.
Okay.
Yeah, this has been relaxing Tai Chi with not at all anxious future out.
It has been really good fun. I'm actually really open to since being at Fest, which we're going to talk about a bit more. I have to admit that I've seen benefits and things that I could learn. I don't think I'll ever become crouching tiger head dragon good, but you know.
You know, not all of us can just scale trees with the use of chi, my chi belly. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I managed to cut this down to something worth watching, because it's a lot of footage I've filmed today.
Sorry.
Catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Are you addicted to crack?
The crack.
So you still want to be square.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of
Thriller.